Now, yesterday, which is the 15th of August 2023, the government have already passed a bill of taxing 10% off every betting game wins in Ghana. Now, a lot of people are against that, especially investors who are into these games and auto airline investors. I mean, the aviators. People are against that, and some Muslims, especially those people who think that the betting thing is against their religion, are also saying yes, the government should have even increased the taxes to 15 or 20%. That 10% wasn't even enough because they are against this whole betting thing and all that. Now, yes, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, the NPP flag bearer aspirant, has also shared his take on the 10% taxes on this betting game wins. And I want you to watch this video, and when you come back, we are going to dissect it very well and also give our take on this matter.
What do you have to say? What's your general opinion on the 10% tax on bet winnings?
You see, yeah, it's in order, and it should have been more. Yes. Yeah. Let me give you an example. If you go to America and you win the US lottery, a billion, you take home about 600 million. Yes, check.
That's about 400 million.
Exactly. Why? Because it's free money and it's taxable. So 10%, they've been charitable to you. And I'm surprised as a youth, you are asking me about betting.
This is voice for the youth. This is voice on the street.
But look, I'll be honest with you. Betting is not anything good for your future. That is why it should be punitive to discourage the young men and women coming up to take their destiny into their own hands instead of spending time on games and all those things. It's temporal. Whatever money you are going to make today is temporal. And betting, what are you going to get out of that? So we have to be careful. We have to create employment. You wake up, very handsome man, you go out there, you are working, you get your job, you have your beautiful girlfriend, you start a family, yes. But with betting, you cannot call any woman because you go out there, go and sit there, games and all those things. It's not good for us. So I would advise the youth. I don't blame them now. I cannot say that the youth, they don't want to work because they don't have the jobs, no opportunities. So I don't blame them. But with me, I will create opportunities. Employment is everything. And that is what I believe in, and that is what I stand for. You see, I feel so guilty. My daughters in America, at age 21, 25, they all have jobs and good money, decent money. None of them makes less than $120,000 a year. 21 years. Why is it that my daughters who are Americans, after college, they make so much money? And Kennedy Agyapong, the loud man for 23 years as a member of parliament, have not been able to solve unemployment problem. I'll say that I've not been given that opportunity. So I want the youth of this country to give me that opportunity to be president. And you see the number of jobs that I will create in this country.
You see, when you begin to compare Ghana to America, then you should be also ready to compare Ghana's economy to the American economy. Because when American tax you, they make sure that all this money goes back to the workforce, open more work for people to do and get more money. So they are not even afraid of being taxed. They also have psychologists to also help you with any form of addiction, especially concerning this whole betting thing. And even the banks, okay, even the banks, when they see that you are drawing so much money into this, they'll even give you a call and ask you that what's up. You see, but our country, our system is so poor. You people told us emphatically that when you tax us for e-levy, you are not even going to the IMF. You still took us to IMF and are still taxing us for e-levy. Look at the number of taxes. Look at how you've widened the tax net for this year alone. And what are you using the money for? Listen, no citizen, all right, no patriotic citizen in this country will open his mouth and say that he is against any form of tax in this country, because that taxes goes a long way to help us in this country. But what do you people use the tax for? That is what we are worried about. That is what the youth are concerned, because at the end of the day, when you put tax, it's going into your pockets. It's for your own parochial interest. You people go for IMF and you know that they are coming after you. That's why you are taxing everything. You people see that the youth are gaining some sort of income out of it. It's sad. It's sad. And it's crazy too. When you talk about these things, people will be like, hey, hater, hey, oh yeah, this. But me, I've never even voted before. I don't belong to any political party. If I don't talk about NDC, then it means that they are not in power. We are supposed to criticize people we've given power to. If Mahama comes and he still behaves like what he behaved 2014, 2012, he's still going to get a fire from me. I'm still going to talk about it. Let's not be political here. I'm not trying to be political here. This is something which is, the country's concern. The youth are concerned about this thing. Do you know the number of people who loses? Go to Tech in Tree. He did a video, on how, people loses on these aviator games, and Charlie, it will shock you the number of the amount of money people are investing into these games and the number of losses they are making. It will even shock you. And when they make no coffee out of it, you will tax them in addition. Where is the tax going to? What are you going to use the tax for? What are you going to use the tax for? If people go bankrupt, are you going to still give these taxes to them? You see, this is the country concerning. This is what the youth are concerned about. Not the taxes. Who is against taxes? If you are taxing us and you are using this money to build school, people are sleeping under tree, people are learning in schools under tree. If you are using this money to build roads, if you are using this money for good infrastructures, no one is going to complain, because at the end of the day, we know that the system is working. But hell no. People are working for no fuel, minimum wage, no fuel, and because they can't steal, because they can't fraud people, the only means for them to double their money is to invest into this betting thing. I've even spoken against the addition of it, but there is no way you can tell, because this country is messed up. People are suffering in this country. People are going through a lot in this country, and the only means of way of surviving is through these betting games, and they still want to tax it. Do you know the number of losses people incur within a day? Do you know the number of losses people incur? And at the end of the day, when they lose 1,000 cedis and they make 100 cedis out of these 1,000 cedis, you will still tax them in addition. What the hell? If you are doing this, will it make it attractive for investors to come and invest in this country? Hell no. Because no investor would like to invest his money in a country where taxes are, being burdened over them. Because at the end of the day, they are looking for it to also make profit. And if you are doing these things to investors and to the local people in this country, how do you expect your economy to grow? How do you expect your economy to grow? This is 22 miles. Can you subscribe to my channel to become part of this beautiful family? Let me know what to think. Let me know, share this video to other people to also have their take on this. Do you think what Kennedy Agyapong said actually makes sense? This man wants to become a president. This man wants to become our president in this country. What the hell, man? If you give this man a chance to become a president, at least some part he is good with his business ideas and all of that. But when it comes to giving freedom, especially to the press, I'm afraid. Because the way this guy is even attacking an ass, taking an ass to court, the freedom of the press or of journalism is at stake. If this man becomes a president, I bet you that he will be shutting down one media, station to another, until we have no media in this country. Peace out.